Tory shot me.
You shot me.
Tory Lanez has been charged with shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion.
She knows what happened. I know what happened. We know that what you're saying is falsified information.
Not true.
Were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared.
The new evidence is in. Amber Rose is getting Tory out, okay? Tory Lanez is innocent.
Do you think we're gonna go to jail? What's that? Do you think we're gonna go to jail? I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out.
Do you want to talk about what happened tonight? Your girl to safety?
And Trump considering freeing Diddy, pardoning him after he did that to Larry Hoover and NBA Youngboy.
Everybody's coming out, all right?
I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact.
And we got The Game is going off right now because Kendrick Lamar was named Best Rapper of LA by Complex magazine.
Game called out Complex and told him, yo, Complex, you guys are smoking that good dope. Game at 11 is nasty work. I'll bust that whole list ass.
And we have Fat Joe out here, got caught in a lie once again. My boy stayed lying, Cloud Babies.
So I bailed out Justin Bieber, 100 out. We bail a man out.
Hold on, we got
He's young.
You bailed out Justin Bieber. He's rich as it. He always been rich.
Yo, he's still lying. Cloud Babies Elevation Nation, we are here to talk about it.
That's it.
Let's go.
What's up this week?
I didn't get with the 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you know what it is. We'll be back just after this.
Thanks to Epidemic Sound, you get a 7-day free trial.
You like free things? You get a free trial with over 40,000 tracks, 90,000 sound effects that we use personally on the show.
No copyright claim.
That's copyright.
The main important thing.
You don't have to worry about anything. Once you start choosing some sounds, you get personalized recommendations. Everything comes to you. You have unlimited downloads to choose from. You could be like us and have the show popping.
Make sure you sign up. Go check it out. You have a 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, you could always cancel. And guys, go have fun.
All right, let's get back to the show.
I'm advocating for Tory Lanez because the evidence shows that he's innocent, and he deserves to be pardoned by Governor Gavin Newsome.
Cloud Babies, it's been an action-packed week, and I am here with it. Tory Lanez, there's new evidence behind the whole free Tory Lanez situation. You could go to the website 36 hours later and just put free Tory Lanez.
Just scroll down in the website.
And you'll find all the new evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically not new, but those are the evidence that they did not show throughout the trial.
Yeah.
And a lot of people's pissed about that, and
we're
he's
gonna
getting
cover it
support.
Here. Yeah, so you might as well not go to the website. You just stay here and watch us, okay? Because we're gonna cover it.
Shooting or anything? That's how we got dispatched.
Well, we have the gun here, and then we have other units. They're searching the house where it happened. So that's all we have so far.
So nothing happened in the vehicle.
No, we don't have any casings. No.
Okay, from what you've been told. Okay.
And then there's some cash over, looks like.
Was the person who got caught with the other people here that you have in handcuffs? Were they all together?
They were all together.
Yes, they were all in the same car.
Okay. And then, do we know how she got cut?
I believe when she stepped down, there's a glass.
She dropped a glass bottle, and then I think she stepped on it and cut herself, getting out of the vehicle.
Okay. So her friends didn't cut her then.
Ma'am, do you think we're gonna go to jail? What's that? Do you think we're gonna go to jail? I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out. As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think... I really cannot go to jail. Okay. I cannot have that on my image. Okay. So how did that happen to you? Glass. Glass? Where? Where we were coming from.
Now they're trying to frame it like it was Kelsey that did the shooting. There's evidence that's showing that it could have been her.
Well, there was
with the audios
beforehand. So we covered this when the story first hit, when this was going down. And we kind of alleged this situation might be going down in this format where there was a scuffle. You're seeing evidence.
Because we know how two drunk chicks could get,
100%.
bro. We've been to the situation like that.
We're seeing photos of it now. We're seeing video evidence of body cam footage from police. You made a good point. Why haven't we seen some of this footage that came out during the court process? It has to be, right?
It had to. They had to show all the evidence. How are you gonna start a trial without no evidence like that?
Big ones.
You know what I mean?
Big ones like, okay, for sure, the ones when she's sitting on the curb talking to police, saying that she didn't get shot, that she got hit by glass, stepped on glass.
Stepped on glass.
Then
And she didn't want to go to jail.
Exactly, right? And then you have the one in the hospital where she's talking to the police officer and she's saying, hey, like, no, I didn't get shot. It's from glass. And I got this previously before even this, tonight I had
she stepped on glass twice, allegedly. That's what she was saying, yes.
So, and then, but she also contradicts herself multiple times now. And I don't think this was really a main narrative when this originally went down, where it was analyzing, like going back now and analyzing how she approached the situation, how she answered interviews, claims of like, oh, the dance beforehand. Didn't hear that on the video with the gunshots.
Yeah, she fabricated the whole story, man.
We left to go home. I was in the car with Tory and his driver and Kelsey. We are all arguing. I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but I knew I was talking shit, and he probably was a little offended. I tried to get out the car one time. I'm over this shit. They was like, Megan, get back in the car, get back in the car. We almost to your house. I get out the car again. I ain't even got shit on. I just got on a swimsuit. And I'm walking off, and this motherfucker just started hollering at me. He was like, dance, bitch.
I don't believe she got shot anymore. After she kept on repeatedly saying that she stepped on glass, and there was even evidence of a glass bottle there, like where all of that was happening. Right. Okay, so there was gunshots there, yes, because you could hear it in the background and stuff like that. But the dance bitch, we never heard that. I think after the situation happened,
right,
I think she got a phone call from, I don't want to say the name.
Oh,
because the story changed too crazy, son. Like, if you see the timeline, and then how she came out and was saying like, oh, Tory's the one that keep on talking about it, when Tory never said anything, and she came out on Tory's birthday, bro.
Oh, that's crazy. And on top of this, let's add to it on the allegation, right? Y'all, know what we're talking about. Yeah, do it again. All right. You told me about the story of the witness. Of like the house witness, that first had an initial story, and we saw video of him telling that very story.
So Sean, that's his name. He came out. He was one of the witnesses. He was like, "Yeah, I witnessed like two girls fighting to the point where one of them was trying to pull the other one out the car,
and then there were shots.
There were shots, and then a short man. Why you gotta say it like that? A short black man ran around and started having a scuffle with the other one that had the gun, and then let off another 2 shots.
Yeah,
like, come on, son.
And we talked about
when he went to court now to go testify, right? They pull him upstairs and was like, yo, got a phone call.
He changed his story. And I'm just saying, maybe if we're going to go down that, conspiracy route, let's just throw in there a witness changing his mind mid-trial.
They shot out of the car?
The windows were open, that's why it sounded like either way. Yeah, I didn't.
No, they were on my side. The girl opened the door. It was 2 girls fighting, and then they shot. Okay. She got out of the car and crawled over. Then the gun. Then the girl shoots into her. So the driver's door's open.
You're seeing the girl shoot? So you see the girl doing the shooting?
I see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me. But it was dark, and I'm above, but then the guy gets out again from the back. The doors of the Escalade open, and the girl come out and pull open the passenger door and started screaming and yelling at somebody in the car.
So the girl who came out of the passenger, you're talking about the front passenger?
No, the rear.
The rear passenger. So the girl comes out of the rear passenger and she goes to the front passenger?
Yes.
And she opens up the car door?
Yes.
And then what happens?
They're screaming and shouting at each other, and they start fighting.
The two girls.
Yeah, I can see one like feet coming out trying to kick her, and the other one's fighting, and then the passenger gets out.
So the girl who does the punching and the kicking is the girl that comes out of the back passenger.
Can we stop there? Because I don't want to. I'll tell you, and then I want to go. My son's on his own.
Yeah, I understand.
Mid-trial.
So let's
But they already
just
have him in body cam of his story.
I'm
So he's just like,
saying.
why are you not using that? Like,
I'm just saying. So when you put up the two hands again, you know, let's
Now-
just treat that as a possibility.
I feel like, yeah, okay. If Tory's behind it and this and that, 3-4 years, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
10 years
It's
without
crazy.
evidence like that?
Crazy. Attempted murder with the 10 years, 14 times stabbing. You know what I mean? Beep, beep, waking up in a hospital bed. Yo, we saw the photo of her legs, like, you know what I mean? And first, she talked about she was never aggressive. She in interviews said she's like, I never raised my hand, I never did anything. But it was obvious that she was fighting with Kelsey. There's obvious
You saw
signs.
Kelsey's legs?
Well, you seeing those scratches?
Looked like a shark attack.
I mean, you gotta have some real nails for that.
Yeah,
Them
that's
pedicures,
right.
You gotta get them from a place.
Like a
you
tiger,
gotta
a
get acrylics.
claw, like,
that's an acrylic right
Yeah.
there. You can see it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So at
So,
that
and
point,
she's big too compared to Kelsey and Tory, son. So at the same time, she's a stallion. You think fucking Tory freaked out like I just shoot her dumb ass like a big ass?
I'm gonna say what I think. I'm gonna I think, right? There was shots fired on some scuffle type.
Yeah.
Right? And then another scuffle when Tory got into trying to get the gun. The gun went off at the ground. A ricochet of the road, the rocks, hit Megan in the foot.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because we spoke about that before.
I reckon that's the only thing that makes sense.
But
Like-
they did not find any fragments.
But
though.
the intent, this is the problem though. It rules out the intent of like Tory being like dance bitch and shooting at her.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And like with like I'm trying to shoot her in the foot.
Yeah.
The intent is not there.
Yeah, no, it's not there.
So is it worth 10 years now?
No,
If
hell
it's on
no.
some accidental type scuffle,
and
drunk,
you don't even have the
everyone's
proof
drunk.
of the
like-
fragments on in her feet.
Like all you got is the apology, which Amber Rose
It's a he
came
said,
out
she said
on Como and said that text message wasn't actually about the shot.
Yeah.
It was about something else.
Yeah, which was him smashing both of the friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You used to get the
That's what it
lingerie out.
was.
Yeah.
So now you gotta understand. So you get the situation like that. You smash both of the friends. You know, party. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
But to his point,
Yeah.
he's trying to smash Kylie too.
And now it's stupid moves, but doesn't deserve 10 years and 14 times stabbed.
That's true. That's true.
Like
Tory was a wild boy.
Like,
he thought he had it under control.
top of the world.
Yes.
That's a large.
And then with two drunk bitches.
he got
and
up
then
on
they,
that horse.
They blacked out allegedly in that
That's what
story.
I'm
Like
saying. He got up on
to
that
the-
horse.
Come on now,
And
son.
that's a long fold down.
Long ride, long
Right off
fall,
the
son.
stallion. Right off the stallion. That's a
So
long
now
fall.
Megan freaked the Frank out. Now Alex Spiro, which is Diddy's lawyer, you guys would have seen him. He's the one that defeated that whole case versus Tony Busby when you know
Hove's lawyer.
Yeah, Hove's lawyer. He came out. I'm sorry. He's starting to say like, yo, you know, the evidence are there.
Yeah.
This and that. It's a shut and case, a shut and dry case, which is lies. Like, because the evidence were there, they were not used properly.
The shell casings matched the gun.
Okay, yeah, I think that's true.
He confessed.
He didn't confess. Yo, Alex Spear is a great lawyer, man. he says it so confidently that you're like, yeah, Tory did confess. Wait, no, he didn't. No, what the fuck? No, he didn't. Yo, he just tried to pull a fast one on us. Yo, he's just trying to pull a fast one on us, bro. He literally said it so confidently that I was like, yeah, he did confess. Whoa, no, he didn't. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He maintained his innocence throughout the whole thing. He never admitted to guilt.
Yeah.
So that to me is another little
You in Tory's
sign.
situation, would you snitch? Would you say like, yep, Kelsey did it?
Oh man, it's tough, bro. Like,
nigga, I'm snitching, cuz.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not doing
looking
10
back,
years. I'm not doing 10 years
Bro.
over two drunk bitches.
The
And
first-
then they too happy to throw me under the bus.
bro, the first 3 knife entries, I would have been reconsidering everything.
The first three, Kelsey did it. What? Kelsey did it.
Yo,
Yeah.
no,
I'm not doing
yeah.
it. It's not. But we're not streets.
snitch.
We're not street niggas. Like,
No,
you know
we're
what I
not.
mean?
We're not.
So we wouldn't be in that predicament. I mean, anybody could be in that predicament, though. It's three drunk chicks in a party, dog.
But so look at the thing. So as a dude, 100% he was macking on both, and he messed up with Kylie in the night. Let's just make the allegation. Yeah. As a dude, that's okay. You're asking for trouble, but not that kind of trouble. Not this kind of trouble.
Yeah, that's too
This
much.
spiraled out a way too hard. Like, fair enough, you should have got chewed out. You know what I mean? You know, a stern talking to.
Yeah.
But for it to get into this kind of situation and then him to nearly lose his life over and basically lose his life for 10 years.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
See, the whole thing is to try to free Tory, get him pardoned by Gavin Newsome, which is a governor in LA.
Yeah, that's what.
So now I don't know if Trump could do it because Trump now is pardoning everybody.
Hey.
This dude went and pardoned Larry Hoover. How the hell he know about Larry?
Oh.
And then also he did NBA YoungBoy.
And Todd
I'm like, is he
Chrisley?
listening to NBA YoungBoy? Like, is he in the White House just like?
I don't know. That was the only thing I was happy about. That was the only thing that made sense.
Yo, free NBA YoungBoy, so my niggas like, we gotta clap it. We gotta clap it, son.
Man.
Got a pardon, son.
Yeah, dude, he's in house arrest too long.
Come on,
man.
son. Leave NBA YoungBoy alone, man. My
Get
nigga,
Blueface
son.
out too. The internet's been boring.
Keep him in there. Keep
man,
Blueface in
get
there.
him out, man. Come on, we're missing the hype.
Son, so one of those guys, they asked him, one of those media guys was like, yo, you think since you guys used to be friends with Diddy, you think you're gonna free him? He was like, well, you know, he used to like me and stuff like that. I'll consider it if they're mistreating him.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
like,
how Trump asked the audience while he's doing these interviews. Sometimes he's like, "What you think?" He's
Yeah.
like, you think I should do it?
Yeah. I don't see why not. Because right now, it's not a real case.
I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
Donald Trump addresses whether he'd pardon Sean Diddy Combs amid the rapper's federal trial for sex trafficking and racketeering currently underway in New York. The president shared insight into his former friendship with Combs and whether he'd issue a pardon if he's convicted. Trump told reporters during an Oval Office event alongside Elon Musk May 30th in response to a question about a possible Combs pardon.
This is the same argument with Tory. It's like, look at what Diddy really did. Like we talked about in plenty of times. So for the assault stuff and all that kind
Domestic.
of domestic stuff, 100% punish him for that, whatever the sentences are.
Yeah, give him 3 years,
Yeah,
man.
but at this point, we're just pulling out dirty laundry.
Yeah, that's all it is.
The freakazoid dirty laundry, and that laundry is dirty. That's the dirtiest laundry. Them bed sheets are messed up. What oils and stuff, you can never wash them out. You never wash them. That stains so deep, bro. You can't even get no pressure wash and dry clean. No, you need acid. You need industrial grade bleach.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to give him time for that, give him 6 months for just the fuckery.
The hotel should be suing.
Yeah.
Every hotel he's ever had a freak off at, they should all be in a lawsuits with Diddy.
Yeah, give him 3 months each.
Yeah.
Each hotel give him 3 to 6 months. Yeah, we good. We don't need to know all the craziness. Like you said last episode, after certain stories, I'm like, all right, I'm over it. I just realized I could paint a picture of all the dirty shit he could do.
Yeah.
So now if you tell me he did that, I'm like, I can see that.
I
You know
don't
what
even need to know anymore.
But it's not like crazy where we here thinking like he was freaking kidnapping kids,
having a dungeon and like for real.
I thought you got some crazy, but no, he's just a freakazoid, man.
Like there's worse stuff there was worse stuff with, you know, the Epstein stuff. That's all real.
Yeah.
Like we were.
I thought he was some.
Yeah,
some
we
Epstein
thought that
shit.
was the lines that it was going down, but it's looking like this is some consenting adults.
Yeah,
doing some
a lot of domestic, but it was too consent.
But that's a different
maniac,
thing. Yeah, see, the domestic stuff is where gotta focus on, but the freakazoid stuff is just
man. But Trump, man, he said fuck the economy, fuck everything else, man. Why not? Why not? Build a homie out.
Bro,
that's a good conversation. I'll entertain it.
Trump's like, if I can make a few people happy right now,
son, we'll be happy if you let Tory out, which I don't think he can.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But that'll be the name to get. I'm not petitioning for Diddy to get a pardon. Let Diddy get it some time. He gets some time. Sometime. But
I understand, like 3 years.
Yeah, whatever the case.
Yeah.
Whatever the case is reasonable for domestic.
Domestic, yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that's the only thing I've seen right now that I could be like, yeah. You know what? Give him 3 years. But after that, all the other. Yeah. So I'm Trump. I'll pardon him.
And if you
But
But
like where he got to do like maybe probation for like a year and a half type shit. Like he got to go see Jesus type shit. You know I'm an atheist, but this nigga need Jesus.
Bro,
If anybody need Jesus,
bro,
this nigga right here need Jesus, cuz.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Community service and send him to like an AA meeting for like sex addicts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then let him tell the wildest stories to these sex addicts in the AA meeting, and then make them all quit because they'll be back on the horse when this dude divulges some of the things in that group. That he'll tell no one else, bro. The minds would be racing.
Hell yeah.
Like, dog.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Send him
be
to
celibate. Everybody's celibate in fucking one meeting. God damn, did he?
Bro.
Yeah, man. But shout out to Trump, man.
You know what? Shout out to Trump. And I don't know why Diddy hasn't come at it from that angle yet. Just
why he's a sex addict?
Yeah, to be like,
he did.
I
He
got
did
a
that.
problem.
He
Yeah,
did.
I got a problem.
He said that he is, and also he's also an addict, like drug addict also, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why like he was fighting with Cassie a lot and all this shit.
Yeah, it still doesn't forgive the domestic stuff.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. So like give him time for that.
Yeah.
But if Trump could do it, man, I mean he's already in a role freeing niggas. Like some niggas need to stay in jail. Like people is like, oh, Larry Hoover, like, dog, he's like a drug dealer. Like,
you know who
he hurt the community. Like he did his time though, so yeah, let him free. But at the same time, that's not who's the first person I'll be like, yeah, you know.
But it's always these dumb things. Like it's not really like you see sometimes you don't hear about in the news, I guess, of people that actually were wronged by the justice system and need to come out. Like Kim Kardashian's low key working on stuff like that, which is wild. And
like Amber Rose.
And Amber Rose doing the same sort of thing. Tory. So you know that is the pardons we need. We don't need. They got what is it? Joe Exotic. Joe Exotic's trying to get out too.
Yeah.
He's been tweeting at him.
Yeah. That's true.
So it's like we don't need names
Tiger
like
King
that.
dude,
Yeah,
right?
the Tiger King. We don't need dudes like that. Let's get guys that really are innocent and out, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what it is. We'll be back just after this.
Shout out to Bong Warehouse for dropping a care package because the homie needed one ASAP because, it was getting rocky out here. You know what I mean? Go to Bong Warehouse for all your smoking needs.
Yeah, if you like a little herbs, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about when I say a little herbs. If you like that and you want perfectly grinded up, fluffy stuff, then you gotta get this grinder because Bong Warehouse sent us this whizzer right here, and it's got Japanese writing on it, so you know it's good. It's legit. And you press a button on top, and then you get the cloudiest, perfect little herb grind up, ready to go for your action. And what else do you need with a little grinder? You need.
This is what else they send me, man.
I mean, the name says it all. Bong Warehouse.
This is the warehouse. This is if you are a smoker. They sent us this.
Yeah.
Much
for the
appreciated.
Herbs?
You guys
smoke
go and check
tobacco.
them out, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the color. You get the Rasta color. Get yourself a little straight pipe like that. Easy to store, easy to handle, easy to clean, and easy to get lifted. So, if you know what's good for yourself, go on to bongwarehouse.com and get yourself something all the way from Australia down under.
Yes. So I'm sure they ship. I gotta hit them up and see if they'll ship to you guys in America or in Canada and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they do it, but like, look, they sent us some
Came with
stickers and
stickers?
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yo, we might have to put it on the box, man. We might have to put one on the box. Every sponsor that we give, we might have to put one on the box, man. But then if you stop,
this is that grinder thing right here too. Yeah, look at this, boy. We're gonna be lit.
Zoom in on that. So you just press on top.
Lit. Yeah, you just press it on top.
And then the thing is whizzed up for you.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Shout out to Bong Warehouse. If you guys are looking for smokes, definitely this is where to go.
Hit them up.
And they'll take care of you guys, man.
Yep. Hit up the website, get yourself something nice, and say that, we sent you. Give them a little notice that we sent you.
So I bailed out Justin Bieber $100. We bailed a man out.
Hold on, we got
He's young.
You bailed out Justin Bieber. He's rich as fuck. He always been rich.
Cloud babies, what is going on with your boy Fat Joe, man? This guy stay lying, yo. Now he got a show with Jada, which is top 5, one of my top 5 rapper of all time when it comes to bar, lyricism, all of that.
He's dope.
He have a freaking show, a podcast with Fat Joe, which is, I feel like this gonna destroy his career because I don't like Fat Joe, dog. Like,
dude, he's not doing any service to himself at all.
Like, do they have good chemistry on the show? Yes, but like, there's so much stuff. So Fat Joe now talking about like, he in 2014 he bailed out Justin Bieber. Now there's so many inconsistencies in that story. Even Jada could tell he's lying, but didn't want to call it out.
He kind of did. He was like, so you bailed out Justin Bieber, who
He's
has
been a
all the
millionaire.
money.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, Joe. Remember the time when Joe told us that he robbed the whole gymnasium, 70 kids, to the point where he couldn't even carry it all?
I once robbed my whole gym. The whole gym. Like 70 kids without a gun. Like, yo, everybody give me your coats, give me your Walkmans, give me your this. Some of the kids I was actually cool with. And I was like, yo, run it. Everybody, run it. I couldn't even carry it. Some of the guys I robbed had to help me.
Bro, okay. You know, it gets to a point where Fat Joe, you know, he's got the songs, he had the legacy, he had whatever the street cred is or in the industry, right?
Yeah.
And so we all listen to his opinions on things. He'll come out and say stuff, you know, whatever. And we're like, oh, yeah, that's Fat Joe. But the more that he talks about himself on the history of Fat Joe, it's getting more skeptical and skeptical, man.
I don't believe 80% of the stories anymore.
Now it's making his other opinions sound bogus.
Yeah.
It's like the credibility's starting to go.
Son, I was there. I remember that 2014 Miami, Justin was racing. They were racing up, actually, a friend of mine in a Ferrari.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
See, we got inside scoop.
Yeah. So his name was Matthias. I'm not snitching. Cloud babies. God damn it. Yeah, I'm giving name and shit.
Beeped out.
But anyway, yeah. So they were racing because he owned a luxury car rental there and stuff like that. I won't give that name.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I won't give that name.
Yeah.
So he used to have this Ferrari that he never rent. Because only him wanted to have it. I think the closest person that ever get close to that car was like Chris Brown. But if he'll rent cars to all the celebrities,
right,
and stuff like that. So at that time they were racing, and then Justin ended up getting pulled over and stuff like that. But
lucky
Justin, dumbass, admit that he had drugs in the car and stuff like that. So they searched the car. So there was more to it. The bill wasn't like crazy. It was only $2,500. Now, in this freaking story that Joe is talking about he sent him $100 or $200. What the fuck is Justin Bieber gonna call Fat Joe out of everybody that he could have called? No, he's gonna skip Usher. He's gonna skip everybody.
Yeah.
He's gonna skip Diddy.
Yeah. And it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous question. As if Justin Bieber didn't have a whole team that personally looked after him too.
This is like prime Justin Bieber too. This is like
real. Even right till this day, he's still got a team.
No, but I'm saying that it's not
He's
like he just begun.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
His first song, that was it.
Yeah,
he
like
would never
was
need
well in.
to get billed $100 from freaking. He would never need that.
Now I will make one tiny pushback. Just it popped in my mind just now.
Yeah.
What if I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, but what if Justin Bieber didn't want to let his team know about this stuff? So he did ask the people around.
It was in the news.
Yeah, so he was toasted anyway.
That's what I'm saying. It was in the news. It's not like it's
I was
not
thinking like maybe he was trying to hide it, but nah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
It was in the news.
Yeah. No.
So I don't know.
And then you got another thing Fat Joe was talking about with Bieber, and he was saying that Justin Bieber called him, and that after that to thank him or whatever, and then said, you know, I'm a real gangster now, and then Fat Joe had to lay the law down and say that, you know.
We want you to. Who's we, nigga?
We don't want to see you, you know, representing the gangsters. Fat Joe was representing the gangsters by talking to
Lion Joe, bro.
Big Fat Liar, bro. It's a Big Fat Liar. They need Macaulay Culkin out here.
Yeah.
No, what's that? Whoever that is. Whatever that movie is. Big Fat Liar, man.
No, he's the worst, man.
Yeah,
Jim
it's not
Carrey.
looking good. Joey, that's right.
Jim Carrey.
That's right.
So the game goes off on Complex because
it was
they
arranged by
named
Snoop.
Kendrick Lamar as the best LA rappers. Now Complex does this craziness every year, Cloud Babies, and I swear to you, they only do it for attention.
The game called out Complex and told him, yo, Complex, you guys are smoking that good dope. Game at 11 is nasty work. I'll bust that whole list ass. This is all the motivation I needed to finish documentary 3. Y'all got Game fucked up. Now, let's be honest here. Game is only pissed off because Kendrick Lamar was crowned number 1. Everybody else in the top 10 is not active.
Is Kendrick Lamar the number 1 rapper in LA right now? Yes. Is he the best rapper of all time coming out of LA? It's debatable.
I mean, that's tough.
Because Tupac wasn't even in that list.
Tough.
Although Tupac is not born there and shit like that, but he put LA in the map.
What are we talking about?
Certain points.
What are we talking
You know what I mean? So, yeah. They put fucking your boy Blueface is number 50.
Yeah, okay.
Like, come on, for real.
That's ridiculous.
That should be like somewhere in the hundreds.
He should not, like, fair
Now,
enough, he's famous, but
don't get me wrong. Game used to be in the top 5 for me. Is he a top 5 LA rapper? I say top 10, but not top 5.
Ooh, that's tough.
Because you gotta a lot of people did not consider the documentary as a LA album when it first came out.
Right. Okay.
It's one of the best albums that come out of LA, though. Don't get me wrong.
Dude, man, when he had some cold songs.
A lot of people said 50 Cent wrote 80% of the album too, so they don't want to give him that credit.
Oh, true. Yeah, true. Yes, 50's East Coast.
So it's debatable. I understand, like, what Complex was trying to do, but like, damn, son.
See, this is the
now
problem.
Game looked like he's throwing shots at Kendrick. A lot of people is putting 2 and 2 together because Kendrick did not invite him to the pop-out show.
Yeah, we know
Remember
they
that?
had previous kind of there's been some underhanded assumptions going on of whether they had beef based on even comments that Game was making during the.
That's right. He was
LA
choosing
stuff.
Drake's side.
Yes, right. So, man, at the end of the day, though, this shows when like an organization like Complex tries to throw their opinion on a top whatever rappers and then make rappers upset because it's a competitive game.
Yeah.
And it's also like, how do you judge? It's the same debate you have with naming the best basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
You run into eras. You run into like, oh, they were, but you have to like now.
There's just so many factors. What
There's so
factors
many
are you
factors.
going by? Are you going by lyricism? Are you going by best
Fame.
album? Are you going by like hits? Like there's so many. You know what I mean? So it is tricky. That's why like those rappers they catch their feelings like when the lists come out.
Yeah.
If they're not where they feel like they're supposed to be. But like I'm saying, when I saw that list, I didn't see Tupac anywhere close. I'm like,
ridiculous.
No, you guys are wilding.
Blueface.
They put Dr. Dre there. I'm like, Dr. Dre is like, he used a lot of ghostwriters. Like, I love Dr. Dre
He's
as
a
a
good producer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
so,
know.
but
Rapper, though?
why is he on the list? Like,
Would
you know what I
M
mean?
be? Well, no, but he's Detroit is up
Yeah,
there,
Eminem
right?
is not.
No,
no,
low key.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that nigga East, cuz.
I mean, he did come out of the West Coast when he came releasing songs, but still, like, that's kind of wild to think about. It's like I don't see how the Game though isn't in the top 10 for LA though. So I will say,
Yeah, he's definitely in the top 10.
So
but
and I don't know if I can name. Maybe I could at least get 4.
that's
in.
heaps.
Yeah,
You
you're
put
right.
fucking Easy
Yeah.
E in there.
Yeah,
You know,
Ice
but there's
Cube.
so many people. Ice Cube,
Yeah.
Ice T, all the ices.
All the ices.
all the ices.
All
You
the
gotta keep it
ices.
chill, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Cypress Hill, like there's so many. Like,
Yep.
but like, yeah, he's upset. I understand why, but right now, anything that he does, because he still owed this chick $7.1 million. This chick just took the house, which the house I believe cost $3.4 million. So she still owe her about like another $3 or $4 million. So that's why he's not really dropping that much albums. Like, you know what I mean? Because whatever he drops, she's taking. She's
man.
garnishing everything, which is good.
Well, maybe just release an album under your mama's name.
Oh, he's trying that.
Yeah. Do
He
something.
tried that. He put all his assets under WAC 100's name, and then she's still
Wrong
taking
person.
them.
Yeah, wrong
She's still
person.
taking them. She went to
Yeah.
court and was like, the judge was like, it doesn't matter. It's time to pay up, boy. It's been 7 years.
Damn, be careful who you have kids with, man. You're going to be caught.
Nah, he wasn't even a kid. The situation was they had a TV show together. Game had his own TV show. And then he essayed this chick.
I thought this was child support, too.
No. That's the essay situation.
He's got-
That
he's
happened
on
like
multiple
2013 or something crazy like that.
He's got multiple deductions coming out
boy.
of that. Deductions.
Yeah. No, it's
No
not
wonder
looking
Game's
good.
upset. There's a lot of things the Game should be upset about.
Yes.
But Kendrick,
Not the complex stuff.
Would
There's
you-
more stuff to worry about than the complex
yeah.
stuff.
Would you put Kendrick number 1 though? Personally?
Yes.
Yeah.
That Not Like Us just changed hip hop, bro.
Yep.
To the point
I
where
think,
like
when you talk
no
about
hip hop
Marcus-
album came out after that was just like we were really excited about. Like
Yeah.
the closest we came to it was just like and Playboy Cardi shit, but like a lot of people was just like that's not their music. But like
Yep.
fans is not really excited not till after Not Like Us shit, man. Like, that should change everything. And it's the #1 diss record of all time right now. It's on the record now.
I think also,
You know,
like,
so-
when you look at the different markers, he's had enough hits. Longevity's there.
Yeah.
Rap is ridiculous. Lyricism
Style.
ridiculous. Beats are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Production is ridiculous. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue against it.
Yeah.
Pac is great, but, man, I wish Pac was around longer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.